Hey guys, Keone here. In this video, I bought one of the best 60% keyboards out there. This is the Dierya DK63. With a 60% layout, wireless, and a budget price of $60, I think this is a really good keyboard. Of course, to make sure, we'll be testing out this keyboard in this video. This video will be separated into 3 main parts. The first part will be about the pros, which are things I liked about the keyboard. The second part will be about the cons, things I disliked about the keyboard. And lastly, at the end, I'll be giving it my final rating and recommendations. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, and if it's your first time here, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Alright, with that out of the way, let's roll the video. Unfortunately, being the good vlogger I am, my audio didn't recording these clips, so I'll be voicing it over. People in the comments, rate my vlogging. Alright, so looking at the box, it's a simple white box. It has the word Dierya in the middle center with a little crown symbol on the top left. Around the box, it had this cool pattern swirling around it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, the word Dierya is chrome reflective, which is pretty neat. On the top of the box, it shows the color, the model, the key type, and that's wireless. I got the Cherry MX Blue switches. Opening the box was really simple and easy. I didn't actually break anything, which is surprising. Inside, you get the keyboard obviously, the USB-C cable, a few extra keys if you want to swap them out, and a keycap holder to help. Also, don't lose the manual, it's pretty helpful. Lastly, comparing it to my old Dell Office keyboard, the DK63 is so much more smaller compared to it, meaning you have a lot more space for your mouse. The keyboard looks really nice, so I'm just gonna go plug it in and get started. So the first part I want to talk about is that the keyboard is a 60% layout. And if you don't know what a 60% keyboard is, it's basically it has 60% of the keys a normal standard full-size keyboard does have. And the reason why 60% keyboards are a big thing is because if you don't have a large mouse pad, this is really helpful since it frees up so much more space. Practically a 60% keyboard literally takes half the space of a normal keyboard, and if you don't already have a large mouse pad, this could be really helpful. Alright, for the second pro, the build quality is really good. I have no complaints, it's plastic but feels really sturdy and it has a lot of weight to it. It doesn't feel cheap and it feels something premium. It has these 2 legs at the back if you want to elevate the keyboard. The keys naturally really have a good feeling when you press on them. And yeah, the build quality is just really good. For the third pro about this keyboard, it's that it's really small. This keyboard is really handy if you travel a lot. I know I just said it has a lot of weight to it, but it's not heavy. I meant that it wasn't cheap plastic. You can easily take this on the go, put it in a backpack, and be on your way. It really doesn't take that much space, and comparing it to a normal keyboard you would have to carry, it's so much more easier to handle this keyboard than those. Next up is the RGB. The lighting looks really good. It has a lot of lighting modes and they all look really good. No complaints, and obviously you want to keep the RGB on as RGB gives approximately a 10 extra FPS in all your games. Also, remember when I said not to lose that manual? Do not lose that manual. This is where the manual comes in handy. It has the commands for you to control all the RGB on the keyboard. No software required. The fifth quality about this keyboard is that it's wireless. I think this is one of the best parts about this keyboard. It has Bluetooth, meaning you don't need to be wired. It can last 100 hours without charging, but one thing though, if you could, go for wired because Bluetooth would give a little latency. So if you're going to buy this keyboard for the Bluetooth capabilities, make sure your PC has Bluetooth. And lastly, one of the best pros about this keyboard is the price. This keyboard's budget price is only $60. A lot of good 60% keyboards like this are around $100, and those keyboards don't even have the features like the Bluetooth feature in the DK63. Another side note, the keyboard does have a program, but it's only needed if you're doing macros. All the RGB and the wired and wireless modes can be all done with the manual. Alright, now that we're done with the pros, I'm gonna go on to the cons. So one thing I don't like is the font. It's not anything big. It has like this gamer font to it, and I've seen better. It's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best font out there. Another problem with this keyboard I have is that it's really loud. Okay, I know I bought the Cherry Blue switches, which are known to be one of the loudest switches ever. It's my first time using a blue switch, so I don't know if this is how loud all Cherry Blues are, but from what I know, these ones are really loud, and I can't imagine a keyboard louder than this. Basically what I'm trying to say is that if you want a loud keyboard and a Cherry MX Blue switches, make sure you know what you're getting into because this is really loud. It might be a little bit too much for what you want. And lastly, it's not a big deal, but I wish the software was a bit more premium. It's not bad, but it can be a lot better. But I guess it's not really important since this keyboard is customized and handled so you can use everything you need on the keyboard itself with different commands with the manual. Oh yeah, the reason I got the Cherry Blue switches was so I can, honestly I don't know. If you guys don't want these loud switches, just go for the Cherry MX Red variant, and those should sound pretty good. But yeah, those are all the cons I can think about this keyboard. To sum up, this keyboard is amazing. It does everything a gaming keyboard needs to do and more. It has fast switches, a good build, RGB, Bluetooth, and it's almost half the price of the premium options like the And Pro 2 and the Ducky 1-2 Mini. I rate this keyboard a solid 8 out of 10. Awesome keyboard, I recommend it highly. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did, comment down below what's your favorite keyboard, subscribe if you're new, follow my Twitch, Twitter, and join my Discord server in the description down below. And besides that, I'll see you later. Peace out.
My head's so messed up, but I can't fold to no fear. Got sights set right up on these bands, and I'm gonna use to wipe tears. 5 years still sticking to the plans I made when I was a kid.